I quit my CDL trucking job to pursue trading full time. And shortly, I'm about to show you the amount of money in my trading account. In this video, I want to answer a question. What is more stressful, trucking or trading? And I've done both. I left one to do the other. What is the riskier thing? Trucking is more risky to me because one bad day can totally end your existence on planet Earth. And so that's very, very risky. The threat is existential. Recently, there was a really bad wreck. Rest in peace to the souls that were lost. But the driver is dealing with manslaughter charges, and he's not going home anymore. There are people who will be commenting, oh, that guy's an idiot. There's gonna be someone or something somewhere to blame. The point is, he made the choice to be a driver. The profession that he chose is very, very risky. Bad habits will inevitably catch up to you. So as a truck driver, if you harbor bad habits and bad driving habits, it will inevitably lead to something like this. The other thing is that even if you do everything right, the worst could happen. I have had so many near misses in my 10-year career as a truck driver that it's like, if it went any other way, I would not be making this video right now talking to you. And so the risk of trucking is so incredibly crazy. Now, trading is very, very risky, but it's only monetarily. You can replace money. You can't replace years of your life at all. You cannot replace years of your life. And the nature of what the job demands, it demands your butt to be in that seat. I'm with my son right now. One of the incredible blessings of trading, but I'll get to that later. But your butt needs to be in that seat, so you need to commit time. And that time that you commit is away from your family. You're not risking, you're sacrificing quality memories with the people that you love. You're sacrificing your health because you're in a sedentary position, poor blood circulation. You know, if you don't get enough blood flow, that's the recipe for disease, because things just sit there, it festers. So you need to get your blood circulating, but you can't because you're trapped in your seat. And so you're risking your life. Now, in trading, the way that you would risk like health and stuff is high levels of stress, because it's excruciatingly stressful. If you have poor heart health, I think my heart is good, but sometimes when I put on a trade with a little bit too much size, I can feel my heart palpitating. If you have underlying health conditions, your mood is easily swayed, your state of being is easily swayed, then trading might really negatively impact your health. But if you are already in good health, you're of good sound mind and body, then trading is ideal for you because it won't negatively affect your health, because your blood is circulating, you're exercising regularly, you're continuously excreting the cortisol levels, the stress hormone from your body through exercise and sweating. As long as you have a strong mental mind, trading won't really impact you like that. But if you start out in trucking with good health, after a decade, your health will deteriorate because your blood circulation is not moving as much. What else can we compare? I don't want to discourage anyone out of trucking, but there's good things and there's bad things. And if I would compare which is riskier, which is better, I would default to trading, because on my worst day, I lost tens of thousands of dollars on my worst down bad day. And it was very stressful. I was very depressed. I'm still depressed, but life goes on and I can replace that money. But if I lost 10 years of my life because I got into a wreck and they charged me with manslaughter, I can't replace those 10 years away from my family. I can't replace the regret of a lost life. So the costs are too high to me. The risk reward is too high. And as a trader, that's all I focus on. Risk reward. If the reward is not big enough or worthy or appropriate, if it's not a good fit to the risk, I won't take it. As I think and compare, the risk of trucking is just so high. And then it's a thankless job. So we're actively being replaced. In my last video, Ride Along, which is it's like probably the highest quality video I've done, period. If you watch that video like 10 times, you'll understand how to trade, because I literally lay out the blueprint, the framework that I use, thesis and structure equal strategy. But within that video, I list 6 autonomous trucking companies that have permits and they are active right now. They're doing these trial runs, these test runs and stuff, but they're in the process of ironing out the kinks. It's only a matter of time before human drivers get the boot. The first thing that's gonna happen naturally is there's gonna be a human failsafe where you're just basically a babysitter, and the machines are gonna become so good that everyone, including the people sitting in the truck, is gonna wonder, why am I even here sitting in this truck? Like it does everything. once people start to think like that, that's when the pay cuts are going to come. And one of the interesting things about the trucking industry on the business side, ultimately the margins don't accommodate the fluctuations of freight. So you would think that if freight prices are high, then your margins will expand, but the costs expand as well. And when freight prices drop, the costs don't really come down as fast. This is a side thought. And I'm just ranting. I'm with my son. I have so much free time. I love spending time with my son. One of the benefits of trading, if I didn't mention earlier, but we're at the park. We're going wherever he wants to go. I'm following him. 90% of people who try to do doing those things, business, trucking, trading, you know, people get deterred by hearing the statistics that 90% of people fail in trading, right? But that's in life. That's in literally everything. I think there's a stat that I read. It was like 87% of owner operators fail. It's sad, but that's not what's exciting. What's exciting is that the 13% who do succeed, who do make money, they exist. They're thriving. And 90% of traders fail. But the percentage of the people who succeed at trading, they exist. They're out there and they're thriving. I'm not the type to let high odds of failure deter me from pursuing a goal. That's why I'm actively pursuing trading. Uh-oh. You okay? So anyways, that's just my rant. I started out thinking in terms of like what I want to do with my additional free time, business-wise. And at first I was thinking about doing a Truckers Who Trade community. And one of the main reasons why I started it is I'm a hyper introvert and I don't have any friends per se. And all the dudes who try to bond with me, they try to bond with me over sports. I'm not into sports. I'm into the market. I'd rather bond over stocks. I'm so into stocks, right, that my family gets sick and tired of me talking about trading all the damn time. I thought to myself, let me start a community of truck drivers because that's what I do too. That was what I did. I spent a huge amount of my time truck driving, but I only listened to trading and investing content until, how about I start a community to try to connect with drivers who are just like me. And yeah, we just hang out there. So that was initially what I was thinking. And now I'm starting to change my thinking about that. I also thought, well, to balance out my income while I'm trading and not trucking, maybe I should offer consultation services, you know, teach people what I know. And so far, no one's taken me up on that offer, but that's fine. And so as I think about it, at first it was like 6 to 8 weeks. I'm such an introvert. I'm like, dang, do I really want to like be in touch with somebody for 6 to 8 weeks? That's a long time. And then I thought, you know what? Let me just offer an hour of my time. I'm just gonna offer 1 hour of my time, and within that hour, we can talk about whatever that driver trader wants to talk about. However way I can help improve their understanding of the markets, review their trades, whatever help that I could provide with my experience, I will. Especially in regards to options trading, because that's predominantly what I do. I've been trading options for quite a while. As you can see, SPY is live. The market is still open. And the way that I have my trade screen set up is with these 4 quadrants. The top right is the daily chart on SPY. They say don't trade SPY every day, but I do. I'm sticking to one ticker, one strategy until I get to a certain dollar amount. Then I can change over. But anyways, as you can see, the market is still live. So in the right corner is the daily chart. It gives me a big picture view. This is the hour chart. 5 minute. And then I scalp off of the 1 minute. As you can see, the market has been very choppy today. Look at this, chop city. But anyways, here it is. I took a L today. Took a loss, $68 or $64 minus commissions. I'm in a negative $419 drawdown. Yeah, so the last couple of weeks, SPY has done a number on me, but I've ratcheted down my size significantly. It's back to the drawing board to retweak my strategy. If you didn't watch my last video, ride along, I detail exactly how to create a strategy, which is thesis plus structure. And your strategy is your engine. And you've got to tune your engine until you get the performance that you want out of your strategy, because your engine is the only thing that's going to move your account forward. And so if something's wrong, we don't throw the whole engine away. The reason why we break down our strategy into its composite parts is that we can go straight to the part that is malfunctioning, and we can either swap it out with something else or, fine tune it, change it a little bit, tweak it a little bit so that our engine gets the performance that we need. And I detail all of that in my last video. It's right along. So go check that out. But these are dire situations. And, here in a little bit, I'm going to start ramping up after I finish tweaking my engine. But so far today, even though I took a loss, $64 loss, I'm satisfied with my decision making in the moment. My ability to read is just, I got caught with this nasty, vicious candle right here. But it's all good. I'm not making excuses. It is what it is. It's back to the drawing board. I'll make a couple of tweaks and I'll update maybe tomorrow. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. Bruce Lee said, "Fear not the man who practice 1,000 kicks, but fear the man who practice one kick 1,000 times." And that is very relevant, because right now my strategy needs tweaking, right? But I'm not hopping strategies to go jump to another one like most traders would do. They strategy hop, and therefore they never make any progress. I stick to the same exact thing. I do the same trade, the same setup, the same everything over and over and over again. The only difference is size. Like, I might add more contracts. Today I only traded with 3 contracts at a time. But the times where I lost the most and made the most, I was trading with like 100 contracts. It's just too much. Anyways, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all. Drive safe.